Zapier has already made automation accessible and much easier for millions of users who want to connect their favorite apps and save time on repetitive tasks. Now, with Zapier Sidekick, Zapier is bringing AI to make that whole process even simpler. Instead of figuring out every step of a workflow on your own, this Sidekick actually helps you build and manage automations with AI. Yeah, that sounds like a logical next move, but the real question is, can it understand what you need and make automations smoother? So in this video, we're going to explore Zapier Sidekick and see what it can actually do. Let's quickly see what the Sidekick actually brings to Zapier. It's basically an AI layer that helps you get more out of the tools and automations you're already using. Instead of treating Zapier like a place where you just build one automation after another, the Sidekick makes that whole process feel a bit more interactive. And this fits pretty naturally with where Zapier has been heading. The platform started mainly around connecting apps and moving information between them, but over time, AI has become a much bigger part of the experience. Today, Zapier's AI tools can understand what you're trying to build from a natural language request and help create or work with those workflows. So the Sidekick isn't just there to chat with us, it sits around the automation side of Zapier and helps turn what we ask for into something that can actually work across our connected apps. And once we started testing it, that connection between AI and automation is really where things got interesting. Well, this part makes the Sidekick genuinely useful, the automation layer. At its core, Zapier still works around zaps, where one event in an app triggers an action somewhere else. What's changed is how much easier the Sidekick makes it to build those workflows, especially when you can simply describe what you want in normal language. Zapier's AI-powered builder can suggest the trigger and action steps, and then help configure, test, and refine them. We tried a simple example with Notion and Google Sheets. The idea was easy. Whenever a new item was added to a Notion database, we wanted it to show up as a new row in Sheets. We described that goal, and the Sidekick helped lay out the basic workflow, with Notion handling the trigger and Sheets. From there, we connected our accounts and picked the exact Notion database and Google worksheet we wanted to use. The next useful step was testing the trigger, so Zapier could pull in an actual sample entry and make sure the connection was working. Then came the mapping. We could match the information from Notion to the right columns and sheets, including things like a project name, due date, tags, or links. There's no coding involved here, and the whole setup stays pretty visual. Once we tested the action and saw the new row appear, we could turn the Zap on. After that, every new Notion entry could move into Sheets automatically. Next, we looked at the agent side. Zapier agents can use actions from more than 9,000 apps, so the idea is to give an AI assistant actual tools it can work with instead of just asking it questions. We started by connecting the AI chat with Zapier. Once that connection was in place, we could choose which apps and actions the agent was actually allowed to use. That control matters because we didn't want to give the Sidekick unlimited access to everything sitting inside our accounts. And we could pick specific tools and actions, then decide what the agent could find or change. So for example, it could be allowed to search through Google Drive or send a Slack message, while more sensitive actions could simply be left out. Now, once the tools were connected, the best part was seeing how the Sidekick could actually use them. Say something like, we had just finished a meeting and the notes were sitting in Google Docs. Then, instead of opening the doc, finding the important points, and then copying those into Slack ourselves, the agent could find the doc, pull out the key tasks, and send those next steps to a teammate. And that's the main difference we noticed. The Sidekick isn't just giving us information, it can use the connected tools to actually move the work forward. Then there's MCP, which basically gives AI tools a way to connect with the apps we already use without rebuilding those connections every time we switch AI models. Zapier says MCP can connect AI clients like Claude and ChatGPT to its library of 9,000 plus apps. What stood out here is that the Sidekick doesn't need to be tied to one AI model. The same connected tools can be used across supported AI clients. So if we want to move from Claude to ChatGPT or another MCP-compatible tool, we don't have to rebuild the whole app setup from scratch. So after putting the Sidekick through all these different parts, what we really like is how everything connects. The automation layer handles the repetitive stuff, the agent can actually work with your apps, and MCP gives the Sidekick a way to use those same tools across different AI models. That makes the whole setup feel much more connected. But there's definitely a learning curve once you move beyond basic zaps. There are more permissions, connections, and settings to think about, so getting the most out of it takes some time. Though if you already work across a bunch of apps, that extra setup starts to make more sense. And for us, the Sidekick is worth considering, and we'd recommend it more for people who already have repetitive workflows to automate, rather than someone looking for a simple AI assistant. Alright, that's our take on Zapier Sidekick. We tested and looked at how they work together, and hopefully this gave you a clearer idea of what you're actually getting. Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you found this review useful, hit like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.